Okay, so looking at chromosomal abnormalities, again, we've looked at what a typical karyotype should look like. So some of the syndromes that are associated with additional chromosome abnormalities. So Klinefelter syndrome is one. So here, instead of having two X or one X and a Y, we've got basically all three. So we've got two X's and a Y. So what the result is ultimately kind of a mix of certain traits from females and males. So this idea of things that you would see in female puberty, so kind of breast development. We've got fewer chest hairs, wide hips, for example, and kind of less of the sort of male puberty traits. So we've got like poor beard growth, poor hair growth, as I mentioned before, small testicular size, things like that. Frontal baldness is what we see in this individual, because you can see it's just traits from both, but particularly because you've got two X chromosomes, that's where these kind of traits are coming from. So Turner syndrome is when you have only one X, so you're basically missing either a second X or a Y. So this is your Turner syndrome. So you can see, again, some of the typical traits associated with this. So a very small height, so quite a bit shorter, different kind of expressions of the the organs, for example, the kidneys. A web-like neck, that's a very characteristic thing of Turner syndrome, and some of the other things as well. And then Down syndrome or trisomy 21. So the name trisomy 21, it means you've got so 3 of the 21st chromosome. So when you should have 2, you've got 3 chromosomes instead. And then again, there are typical features associated with trisomy 21 as well. Okay, so the reason for these chromosomal abnormalities is because of this thing called non-disjunction. So basically your chromosomes aren't separating properly, and so you're either getting an extra chromosome or one less. So you can see here, you've got your 2 chromosomes, they're meant to separate, and then they're meant to separate chromatids again. But you can see here 2 chromatids have gone to here, and none to here. So the result is you can either fertilize and get, again, an extra copy of a chromosome, or you can fertilize this and get one missing chromosome ultimately. And then the same thing is seen here. It's just this idea of non-disjunction, and it can happen at different steps along the way, but it's this idea that the separation of chromosomes isn't happening properly.